Hello, my name is Sandra Cobal, and I'm doing a PowerPoint presentation for Dr. Jamie Gross Sears in Management 609. I'm entitling it Mckesson because it's on Mckesson Corporation. Mckesson is eighth on Fortune's top 20 list. I chose them because I worked with them when I consulted at Kaiser Permanente. They made and supported some of our medical equipment. A major issue that Mckesson is having is the opioid controversy. They need to own this controversy, pay the fines and any monies owed in the lawsuits, and move on. That will give them more credibility than pretending it did not happen. On February 21st, 21 states rejected a proposed 18 billion settlement with Mckesson and the US's two other largest drug wholesalers. Mckesson not only handles drugs, they handle medical and surgical equipment, for which they're well known. A team based out of the DEA's Denver Field Division had been examining the operations of the nation's largest drug company, Mckesson. They were pouring the pills onto the black market, according to a joint investigation by the Washington Post and 60 Minutes. Mckesson also agreed to suspend sales of controlled substances from four distribution centers to settle allegations that they violated federal law. They were accused of not being able to detect suspicious orders from pharmacies for powerful painkillers, such as oxycodone, as required by the Controlled Substances Act. Once again, this was done because Mckesson underperformed in their commitment to the community and the environment. Ramifications not only included millions of dollars in fines and lawsuits, but the opioids contaminated the drinking water, and now they have affected the environment. Now the trust they once had with people is gone, and they have to rebuild it. I think now that they have a new CEO, Brian Tyler, there will be an improvement. Brian has worked for Mckesson for 22 years in several roles, including as a COO, president of Mckesson, and other various roles. And this, as president of Mckesson, there's a narrow span of control and organizational charting. Mckesson does embody the principles and values of a conscious culture and management. Its relevance to improving organizational function is good. Mckesson pledged, along with 199 other companies, to put conscious capitalism over profit. There, of course, will be challenges to the plan. There is always that chance that one of the subsystems put into place malfunctions for whatever reasons. There are many types of subsystems. These subsystems need to be directed as much as the overall systems. They need to be granted relevant cultures and objectives that align with the organization as a whole. Cotter's 8-step change model. First, you create a sense of urgency. For Mckesson, this is essential. Organizations and their employees are often complacent and don't take the need for exchange seriously. To overcome this inertia, we will examine the market and competitive realities, identify and discuss crises. Potential crises are major opportunities and highlight the consequences of maintaining the status quo. Mckesson needs to have a guiding coalition to bring together a group that supports the need for change and with enough power and organizational clout to lead the change and make things happen, getting the group together to work as part of the team. From a strategic vision, creating a vision to help direct the change effort by presenting a picture of what the organization will look like after the change is complete, developing strategies to achieve the vision. The goal of this step is to obtain stakeholder buy-in, so it is often useful to obtain their participation in articulating the vision. Enlist a volunteer army, using every channel possible to constantly communicate the new vision. Having guiding change leaders role model the behavior expected of your employees. Remove obstacles to enable action. The change leader's role is to remove obstacles that impede the change, provide resources and authority to make the change happen, encourage risk taking and non traditional idea. One obstacle removed himself, and that was the old CEO. The new CEO is a much better choice and will work to rebuild Mckesson's reputation. Create short team wins. Break up the desired change into smaller steps to create a sense of progress. Plan for visible improvements, recognizing people, leaders, and/or managers who made wins possible. Sustain acceleration, building on increased credibility from the early wins to change all system structures and policies that do not fit together and don't fit the transformation vision. Areas to look including hiring, promoting, and developing people who can implement the change vision. Institute change, create a new standard of performance, and practice replacing the old culture, customer and employee oriented behavior, more and better leadership, more effective management. Focusing on their medical surgical business and getting the focus away from the opioid dilemma is what I recommend because they do a lot of business in medical surgical and are well known and well respected for it. I have learned that focusing on opioids will no longer benefit Mckesson. The design of a new performance management program is what I recommend with change management initiatives in the medical surgical business unit. It would leverage program implementation as an opportunity for developing a more performance based culture. I would stay away from any and all quantities of opioid deliveries. And these last two pages are my references. I hope you liked my presentation. I'm sorry it was so late, but thank you very much. Bye bye. Wonder why I did that.